Okay, we'll go and show you Mach 3 running on the milling machine. I put a simple part program. As you can see, this is kind of what it looks like up here. And we'll hit cycle start, let it take off. And as you can see, the machine's taken off into action. And it's running some pretty fast speeds. If you look at right here, you can kind of see the it's gone back down, it's taken off. Both axes are ball screws and they're tight. I've created an awful lot of parts on this machine. It's been a real workhorse for me. I've moved to a larger machine, that's why this one's up for sale. So you can see everything's working. You can see what's going on up here at Mach 3. And there comes the Z-axis down to center, and it's cutting some more. It gives you an overall view of what's going on. So I'm going to hit feed hold. I keep trying to use the touch screen, it's not on this machine. Feed hold and stop. That basically takes care of that. And I'm going to do a rewind and basically get out of that. And yeah, I can show you some stuff. It has the MPG. And as you can see, if you turn that, works for setting up parts. And spin it fast to get it moving fast. That's the X-axis, Y-axis, and the Z-axis. So one of the neat features on this Z-axis is that I use the micro gearing in it I connected right up to it. I fabricated a little bracket to hold the motor right on it. Mach 3 allows you to set up backlash adjustments. So what I do to take care of the backlash is basically put some tension on this, not enough to kill it, but just some tension on it. And that gives it all of the backlash. It removes all of the backlash out of the system with the software and ensures that your part depth is accurate. So as you can see, it says it's a Rutland Tool and Supply milling machine. This is the same thing you get at Harbor Freight or Grizzly. This is set up with a variable frequency drive on a 2 horsepower 3-phase motor. And as you can see down here, I just got, these are the best inverters. Takes single-phase power, turns it into 3-phase right there. What's nice about this, instant on, you can basically adjust it to whatever you need. And so I just set it up on high on the pulleys on top. Keeps you from having to change pulleys. You can leave it anywhere you want. Hit the stop button. That's a nice feature. So one of the things you can see in here is I've got all keeling drives, CNC for PC, C11 breakout board, the MP2, whatever they call the little servo generator that allows you to operate it by hand. None of this stuff is by any means inexpensive. Those are all keeling drives. It's keeling power supply. Kelling, I think is what they call it. Kelling, not keeling. And you can see I put an intake fan, and I taped the filter to the side just to make sure that I kept it. I took the cover off the front so I can show you what's going on in there. I've got a Lexan cover that I just taped onto the front of this. It kept all the debris and stuff out of it. And as you can see, everything works fine. And you can see where this machine's been used a bit. So, like I said, I made all of the parts for this machine using that mill drill, CNC mill drill that I built. You can see there's an awful lot of hardware here, a lot of pieces, a lot of parts, an awful lot of parts and pieces. Completely built this axis. It's a 12-inch Z-axis, complete with linear rails and ball screw. All of that stuff, all of the bearing mounts, bearing blocks, motor mounts, everything I fabricated with that machine. And they're all pretty darn accurate. I'm pleased with the outcome. I'm sure you'll enjoy the machine.